Hi Cancer, my name is Audrey Alison and this is your February forecast for the month. I'm excited to be here and thank you very much for all of your subscribing and for sharing and liking these posts on YouTube. It means a lot. And I noticed that Cancers and Librans, Cancerians and Librans watch my forecast the most. So kudos, thank you so much. Okay, here's what's up. Venus, planet of love and money, went direct on January 31st. Thank you. Venus has been retrograde since December 21. So the planet of love and money is now direct in the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn for you, Cancer, is your 7th house of relationships, commitments, marriage, soulmate energy. Could be partnerships, so it could be business partnerships. I like the 7th house in regards to personal relationships a lot because for business there's the 10th house and the 6th house. So this is your 7th house. This is people that you're attracted to. Venus, the planet of love, now direct in the 7th house of love is a great thing. Okay, so we have that working with you. Also Mercury on the 31st of January, which was a very active day. Mercury is going into Pisces. Pisces is a sister sign for you, Cancer. It's another water sign. This is a comfortable placement. So Mercury, the planet of communication and self-expression and writing and technologies and local travel, computers, phones, mechanical devices, teaching, speaking, that planet is now going into Pisces. And Pisces for you, Cancer, is your 9th house of faraway places and distant locations, but it also could mean spirituality and philosophies and religions, an adventure, an exploration. Okay, so now that Mercury is in the sign of Pisces, we can't get too comfortable with it because in 6 days into February, on the 6th of February through the 28th, Mercury is going to retrograde, okay? Now, Mercury retrograding in another water sign in this 9th house until the 12th, then it goes into a deeper retrograde into Aquarius. And Aquarius for you, Cancer, is your 8th house of sex and other people's resources, other people's money, inheritances, wills, taxes. Oh, okay. So since it's tax time coming up, a lot of Cancers might be preparing to handle that, okay? I don't think February is the month for that. Not with a retrograde in that 8th house sector of taxes. And, you know, it can incorporate that and other people's money and signing contracts and getting paperwork done at that time, especially from the 12th to the 28th. The second half of that retrograde is not a good time for Cancerians to get their taxes done. So hold off until March if you can. And I want to say March 1st, but Mercury takes a few days to clear his shadow. So safely, March 5th would be, and going forward, would be an amazing time to get your taxes done. But you could also find the retrograde in the first half in Pisces from the 6th to the 12th in this 9th house for you. That wouldn't be the best time for you to go away long distance abroad. If you could push that off or change your plans, or hold off on taking that trip until even later in the retrograde if you have to do it in February, that would be amazing. Okay, so what else do we have? Cancer. You know, you still have Jupiter with you. Oh, God, okay. Jupiter, the most amazing planet of abundance and luck and expansion and growth. Okay, this is in your 1st house still, and Jupiter will be in Cancer until July 16th, and then it goes into Leo on the 17th into your 2nd house of money, which you're still going to be covered and awesome. This is a really great time. January through July, Jupiter is still with you. Get your gambling bets ready, get your action happening with your scratch-off tickets, get your lottery tickets, because Jupiter could bring you windfalls during that time. And also into 2015, because then he'll be in Leo in your 2nd house until August of 2015. Yeah, it'll be nuts. So you'll have a lot of luck with Jupiter, Cancer. It's a good time to be Cancer. Let's see. Valentine's Day, February 14th, we have a full moon that's 26 degrees Leo in your second house of money, possessions, self-worth, and self-value. Beautiful full moon for you, Cancer, because this will be illuminating your second house, okay? It's going to be very unavoidable for you not to earn a better income at this time, or to realize how much you actually have that's worth something. You could benefit from going through things in your house and seeing that you have a lot more worth than you think you do. This is also an amazing full moon for money. And, you know, the full moons start a whole 28-day cycle. So if you're not noticing the finances change exactly on Valentine's Day on the 14th, give it a minute, okay? Give it time to manifest, because these are lunar phases and lunar cycles. So a full moon will last its 28 days. Now, on February 18th, the sun is going into Pisces, like it does every year. Now, this is beautiful because Pisces is that water sign for you, very compatible in this 9th house again of faraway places. I think Cancers are getting out there, are planning their faraway exotic trips, or they're creating the energy around their space to feel very exotic or distant, something new. You could also be reevaluating at this time when the sun is shining in this 9th house. It could be shining in new religions or philosophies for your lifestyle. You could find that you might be attracted to new meditations or new ways of thinking. On the 25th, I thought this was an inspiring little aspect. A sextile we have between Pluto, which is still stationed with Capricorn, and Chiron, which is in Pisces right now, a water sign. So, and a sextile is a very compatible aspect, and this will hit your sectors of the 7th house and that 9th house again. Cancer, you're going places. You could be going abroad. February, well, since it's the retrograde, it's really not the best time to travel abroad. However, you could be planting the seeds to implement this, because the 25th, that last couple of days, I wanted to say week of February, but February ends on the 28th, so the last couple of days of February, you could really have an idea to go somewhere. March is the month to do it. But if you can't avoid travel, obviously, you know, do what you have to do. The planets are here to guide us and help us, and to map out right times and phases that will be more beneficial to us. But if we have to get things handled and travel, you know, you have to do what you have to do. So, but I do like that you have this 7th house hit with this Pluto sextile with Chiron. Chiron is the asteroid, the wounded healer. So it's hitting between the 7th and the 9th. And you could be traveling long distance vacations with a romantic partner on the 7th, or taking your relationship to a foreign land, or not so literal, metaphorically, taking your relationship to another level that feels foreign or uncomfortable or bizarre to you. Taking your commitments to a new experience, to something exotic or something refreshing, and maybe even having a little more adventure with that 7th house. The 7th and 9th house, it's adventure. You could be feeling very spiritually connected to your partner right now, those of you in relationships during that 25th sextile, and a little bit after, you know, for a couple days after that as well. So let me pull some tarot cards for you and see what they have in store for you for the month of February, Cancer. Aww. Okay, so I haven't remembered pulling this card in a while. The Ace of Coins, fabulous. And this is indicative of spring, which would be March 21. But what I love about the Ace of Coins, it's bringing in new blessings for you, Cancer. Look at all the spring stuff on that card. I just think it's so magical. Plus, I mean, a white rabbit. You can't go wrong with a white rabbit. This card is indicative of bringing in new coin, new adventure, new blessings, and growth, spiritual growth and actual growth, like gardens around you. Now, I know most of the country is freezing cold right now, except for sunny California, but you have ideas growing, Cancer, and maybe February isn't exactly the month to implement them, but you can go strong March 1, okay? Or first week of March. Don't let anything intimidate you that's coming up in your thoughts either. That's just a psychic thing that I'm getting. Ooh, and now the Queen of Coins. You got some coin action, okay? And you do have your 8th house of inheritances, wills, other people's money, resources, and possessions activated in February. Queen of Coins, she is the queen bee, okay? She could be thinking of moving to a home. She wants to pick the growth of her garden, and it doesn't have to be that literal, but this card coincides with this because this is what you manifest from these intentions and from this inner spiritual growth. I think spring, March, is going to be an amazing month for you, Cancer. But with Jupiter with you, the whole freaking year is amazing. But this queen is going places. She can save her finances and save her money. She can reevaluate her location and where she is living. She can pick from the fruits of her labor. And I love that card. The last card I'll pull. Oh, that's interesting. The Emperor. Now, this is a card that symbolizes Mars and Aries. But what I like with these cards is that, oh, I love it. Okay, so this is the card of Mars and Aries, which is in March, okay? This is when all of this can be implemented. February is when it's going to come to you, but the implementing of these ideas and this coin and these fruits that you've picked and these ideas and everything you're gathering and these plans around you, March is the month of the Emperor. This is an action month. We'll get into that, okay? I can't even wait to do your forecast for March. So you'll be able to take action after this retrograde, Cancer. And don't worry about relationships that are on hold right now with your 8th house and your 7th house. Pluto is in your 7th house, okay? And Pluto is a very dark, cold grandfather planet, okay? And 7th house is your relationships. So he's stationed there. You'll have some reprieve once that changes, but just kind of rely on Jupiter for a while because no one's going to mess with him. All right, Cancer, I hope that you enjoyed your forecast. My name is Audrey Allison, and if you'd like a reading with me, you can reach me at audreyallison.com, and I'm also on Facebook at Audrey Allison Astrology and Tarot. Wishing you a beautiful February, and I'll see you next month. Have a sweet day. Bye.